All right, Taurus, I think that for some of you, you have been at a crossroads, so to speak, for quite some time. And basically the message here is that life is too short, that you're going to have to make a choice now to act. But it's not a bad thing here. I think that this is leading up to you having a really good experience. So from late vampire, that death will come, mortal, finite, and fragile, and then fork in the road from wisdom of the oracle. Life is too short. Life is too short to stay put where you're at and not make a choice that could lead you down a direction that may be brand new or something that, you may have done before. But either way, you're going to have to make a choice here. Fork in the road is saying that it's time to make a decision. It's saying that you need to consider the consequences as you prepare to act. It's about owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. But it's not saying that the choice that you need to make is whether or not to take something or to take a path that, is brand new to you, that nobody has ever taken before. You could take a path that's well worn, right? Which is one of the things that it talks about. It doesn't matter. But you're going to have to, though. Like, now is the time to do this because, it's not that time is running out, but you're wasting away if you don't make a choice, right? But it's saying that no matter what path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. So I do feel like this is leading up to something good. All right, Taurus. Here's your overall. God damn, man. You and Aries. Judgment. Judgment being the overall. And the same thing goes, right? Like, this is something that's coming back up that you're going to have to take a look at. And again, right? Like, you need to act now. Whatever you have experienced in the past needs to be laid to rest in order for you to make a choice this time, right? But damn, man. In the past, the Knight of Wands. Okay, all right. So if we're talking about choices to act on something in the past with the Knight of Wands, if we're talking about your own action, you may have acted on something without thinking about the consequences, and now you're being forced to look at that because now you need to make a different choice. You need to act in a very different way. Right, but no matter what you choose to do, though, you're going to have an experience that is meaningful for you. Now, with the Knight of Wands as the past, though, we could be talking about something that has been in and out of your life constantly. And now it's kind of time to, lay that to rest and make a choice on where you need to go or what you need to do with this. Whatever it is, if it's a person or just a situation. Oh boy, in the present, the Ace of Wands. Okay, all right. So with the Ace of Wands being in the present here, there's definitely a new opportunity, new passion, new creativity, something that you want to experience, though. But I think that for some of you, this may be something that is coming to you that you may be looking at and going, I've seen this happen before. I've seen this come in and out of my life, but I haven't really acted on this. But this opportunity is very much there. It's right now in the present moment. But right, like I've always said with aces, they're great, but they don't mean shit if you don't do something with it. Right? And I feel like the big time message is that you have to now. Right? And like I said, it's not that time is running out. I just feel like you've been putting this off for far too long. Now, for some of you, if it's about your own actions towards these types of opportunities, then with judgment, it's saying that the way that you act this time, is going to be different because you're reviewing it. You're looking at it now. And whatever happened in the past, like I said, is being laid to rest. But, we'll see here. Taurus, don't do that. No. The Four of Pentacles. Now, this one definitely depicts, my God, if I could talk right, somebody who is trying to save money, right? But typically for me, when I look at the Four of Pentacles, this is, I'm going to hang on to this because I don't want anything to change and I don't want to lose anything that I have gained. This is about maintaining what stability you have and that you've worked so hard for. But judgment, to me, that's big, right? Like, things need to change. You're gonna have to make a choice here. And it's not a Two of Swords type of feeling. It shouldn't be difficult. And it's not that it's something that you're ignoring, but that it's something that you need to do, but you may not be ready to because the idea of things, you know, changing may be a little bit fearful, you know, because typically with the Four of Pentacles, we're talking about somebody who doesn't want anything to change because they're afraid of losing what they have gained, losing what little bit they feel like they have, you know. Now with the Ace of Wands, this could absolutely be about either relationship or work opportunities, right? Something is definitely being presented to you right now, like right now. You may not have been like ready to fully act on this, because I kind of look at the Knight of Wands as like, you know, like I said, your own action, like in and out on it. Like, yeah, maybe, no, I don't want to. Maybe, maybe not. But it's a very real thing right now. And you're going to really, really have to take a look at it here with judgment. And like I said, whatever has happened in the past, that's done and it's over with now. But, you know, are you going to act though? Or are you going to continue to keep yourself in a place of, I don't want to let go of what I have? Oh boy, your best path to follow, the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're going to have to drop whatever is weighing on you. You know, and with judgment being there, this to me, I feel like is a really positive thing. It's just saying that, you know, in order for you to experience new things, you know, whatever you've been carrying around, you need to look at it now for what it really is and let it go. You know, whatever it is, whatever is weighing on you, whatever burdens you're carrying, whatever, you know, heavy, difficult things may have happened to you before. And that may be why you're kind of like in and out, maybe not ready to act on, you know, this opportunity here with the Ace of Wands. You know, but if you continue to stay in the place of the Four of Pentacles, right, like nothing's going to change. You're just going to continue to carry that weight. I don't think that this opportunity is going away by any means, but, you know, it's here right now, you know. In your environment, the Queen of Pentacles, all right. For you, what I worry about, because of the Ten of Wands being there, that some of you, you know, only feel secure as long as you take on the full responsibility of everything that's going on. Not just within your life, but with other people you're dealing with your work, being responsible for, you know, taking care of your family, things like that, because that is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, right, like the Queen of Pentacles is you. You should be a little bit more grounded, more in tune with yourself, right? But with the Four of Pentacles, it's like you don't want anything to change. I see the opportunity, but I'm not really sure that I need it. You know, but maybe you do, and maybe you're just not seeing that right now, you know? Because that Ace of Wands would suggest something that's exciting, something that brings up a lot of passion within you, right? And you absolutely, with the Queen of Pentacles, have the ability to do this. Now, for some of you, right, you could be dealing with a person in your environment. Male, female, earth sign, another earth sign, doesn't matter to me. I feel like this is what you're internalizing. If it does have to do with another person, you know, you may be looking at it like, this has been weighing on me for a while. You have been in my thoughts, right, if we're talking about a person, but I'm not really sure if I want to let you in. Especially if the way that they've acted in the past is in and out on you, you know. But that's going to be for those of you who are dealing specifically with a person. But I still feel the same stance, because the way that I'm looking at it coming down, this being you and this being how you were in the past about an opportunity. And this being, let's lay it to rest. You need to let go of things. You need to drop, you know, all of the heavy shit that's weighing on you. All the things that you feel like you are responsible for. You can still take care of everything with the Queen of Pentacles, absolutely. But you also have to realize that you deserve to have excitement and passion in your life as well. You know? Damn, man. Your hopes and your fears, the Emperor. Okay. Now, with the Emperor, other than dealing with a person, you know, this is about hoping that you're still able to stay in control of everything. There may be like a level of chaos that comes along with this, which is why you may have been like in and out. You know, are you going to still be able to control everything that's going on in your life if you accept this? Now, if you're dealing with a person here, you may be dealing with somebody who, you know, right, the older male figure, somebody older to you, or somebody who's very stubborn and set in their ways, right? Like they know based on wisdom and experience, this is the way things should go. But are you allowing somebody else to have control over whether or not you accept opportunities in your life? Especially if at one point you are ready to act on it, because the Knight of Wands would suggest passionate action, you know, not being so worried about what the future has to hold. And I feel like all of this, you know, for a lot of you is just a reminder that you can continue things the way they are. Nothing needs to change abruptly. But if you feel like there's a part of your life that is lacking or you want something more, you have to be open to taking an opportunity. You're okay. Like, I feel like you're okay. You're going to be able to take care of everything in your life, right? That's not an issue. But I think that some of you may look at this and go, well, you know, it may create just a little bit too much chaos. I'm not going to be able to handle everything that I'm responsible for and still do this. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Now, for some of you, it very simply is that, you know, you may need to save some money with the Four of Pentacles to accept an opportunity. But this opportunity is leading you into a place where you're secure, right? But I worry a little bit with the Emperor, you know, other than chaos, order, and control here. You know, I worry that some of you may have, you know, a little bit of an oppression on you by another person, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but, you know, don't give up control to another person when it comes to whether or not you accept something new in your life, right? And then coming out the Hermit, no. I say that because, you know, I look at that and I think, and this could just be the Taurus rising speaking in me, that, you know, you need to be open to experiencing new opportunities. But if you've worked really fucking hard to get where you're at right now, it would make sense that you need some time to think about it first. You know, let me think about this real quick. I need a timeout. I need to kind of take this path on my own, you know, or I need to really get clear on how I'm seeing everything, you know, before I accept this opportunity. Is it what I really want? You know, especially if you're carrying around a bunch of burdens here. So the Hermit could be good or bad depending here. All right, the King of Cups. Now, if we're talking about a person, you know, that you're dealing with here, then with the Knight of Wands, like I said, this would suggest the action that either you or the other person has taken, being in and out, right? But the opportunity is there now. But based on the past, do you really want to get involved? Somebody may be becoming a little bit more emotionally available or supportive, because you do have the Three of Cups. I see that as a good thing. Now, this could definitely be a connection with a person, an emotional connection, somebody wanting to have that connection with you, but they may be a third wheel. Because I don't feel like, you know, you're the third party here. I think that they would be. You know, and if we're talking about, you know, an emotional connection or an emotional affair, it would make sense that some of you are like, right? Now, on the other hand, though, with the Three of Cups, this is support. This is the support system. These are the people around you that actually give a shit about what you're doing. They may be supporting you and helping you and pushing you, going, you need to take this. You have to take this opportunity. You know, but there are things that, you know, there may be a little bit too much involved with it, which may also be why we're looking at the Ten of Wands. Death coming out. This with the Hermit and looking at the Four of Pentacles, especially with Judgment, laying something to rest once and for all. It has to end. It has to be over with, right? Now, that could be third-party situations, absolutely. But I still feel like the opportunity is not a bad thing. I do think that it's a good thing. I just think that your assessment of it needs to change, because of Judgment being there. You can't hold on to how things have happened in the past. If that's the case with the Four of Pentacles, Death is suggesting that that's over with. Things are changing, right? It's always a good thing when death comes in. But with the Hermit, you may need some time to kind of process it, especially if something is coming to an end, you know, involving another person or a group of people. Right? But ultimately, you are in control here. Don't give up your power to somebody else, which is, you know, where the Emperor may be coming in here. But damn, man, you're going to have to really look at something that may be involving a person in particular, or, you know, a group of people. But I don't know. Something about this makes me feel like this is somebody else that is the third wheel. And I don't know that you want to be involved. That, or they're a friend. They're a friend here that may be presenting you with an opportunity. And I don't know, because there may be a lot of baggage surrounding this with the Ten of Wands. But I would say, as far as your advice coming out, don't be afraid of change, with the Four of Pentacles being there, especially with death coming out. Don't hold on to the way things were in the past, because Judgment is saying we need to clear that out now, right? That's over with. You can't cling on anymore. Death is coming in, whether you like it or not, but it's always a good thing, right? Because it's changing you. These two are very much about the Phoenix. But you being the Hermit may actually be the best way to handle this. But for me, I would just say that you need to be careful about isolating yourself and not actually making a choice. Because again, we're still looking at, you know, life is too short not to experience things. But we also need to pay attention to the consequences of actions, right? Because, I mean, fork in the road and the Knight of Wands, that's what that's about. Don't cling on to anything. Be open. Be open to laying the past to rest, letting something die. Release the burdens of that. But whoever you're dealing with, do not allow them to have control over what you ultimately choose to do. And then intentions. All right. So adventure, right? You need to be willing to take a new adventure in your life. That will move you into a place where you are teaching yourself something new, but then you will also be able to teach by example. But it's all based on what your intentions are, what the intentions of others are, right? Like needing to teach yourself to be clear on your intentions, even though something that's coming through may seem like a brand new adventure to you, right? It's all about experience here. But it's also learning, though, with teach, right? But be clear on what the intentions are, not just of other people around you, but, you know, setting your own intentions. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Man, Taurus, I'm fucking telling you, drop the shit. Drop it. You're going to have to let go of anything that is going to hinder you on your way forward. You're going to have to make a choice, lighten your load, and go. Damn, man. Wow. You know, and it's no wonder why you're looking at death and judgment, right? Like, take your time, though. And if you feel like, look, I'm, you know, okay with the support, but look, I need to do this on my own with the Hermit coming out, then so be it, right? Dropping anything that is too much of a burden. Damn, man, you guys are going to have to let me know on this. But I like the advice that's coming out here. You are going to have to make a choice, but no matter what you choose, what path you choose, you're okay. But make sure that you're not carrying anything heavy with you, because you don't need to do that, right? You need to drop it.